Good evening and welcome to Technically Gourmet, hosted by the WSU Tech Foundation and presented by Fidelity Bank. We're excited that you've joined us. My name is Courtney Sendall and I'm the director of the WSU Tech Foundation and your hostess for this evening. Tonight we're here to celebrate and support the new hospitality and culinary programs at WSU Tech. And there's no better way to do that than by cooking up a famous family recipe. Throughout the next hour, you're going to see the recipe come together and learn some exciting new details about the program. And make sure you stick around because one lucky viewer will get to enjoy this recipe this evening. That's right, the WSU Tech Foundation is excited to announce that whoever makes the largest collective financial donation this evening will get this meal delivered straight to your door. All funds raised this evening will go straight to supporting student scholarships for our new programs, and I'll explain how to donate shortly. But don't worry, you don't have to listen to me ramble all evening because we have some very special guests with us tonight. We have Dr. Sheree Utash, President of WSU Tech, Michael Monteferrante, President and CEO of Envision, and Teri Monteferrante, Real Estate Agent with Flint Hills Realty and our star chef this evening. Welcome to Technically Gourmet, you guys.
Hi, good evening.
Right.
Well, what are you most looking forward to this evening?
Well, we have some wine, so we're looking forward to that.
2011 Barolo.
Yeah.
Cheers.
First and foremost.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to
Cheers
that.
to that.
Gonna have a little sip here under the mask.
Cheers.
So Courtney, I think one of the things that I'm looking forward to tonight is I've attended a lot of cooking classes and participated in that, but I've never been able to actually host my own, so this is a first-time experience for me, as well as raising scholarship funds for which WSU Tech's Culinary and Hospitality program for the students there, so that's going to be a good thing for us to be doing tonight, so I'm looking forward to seeing what we can raise.
Me too.
Yeah.
Having the opportunity to provide scholarship money for students that want to progress their careers, especially in the area of culinary arts, is a great joy to be thinking about. So for us to have this small impact and be with Dr. Utash tonight to make this great pasta, that's what I'm looking forward to tonight.
Wonderful.
So for me, it's a pleasure to be in this beautiful kitchen at Mark Arts, cooking with the two of you, and you sharing your family recipe. How special that is. Such a special evening this is. And also, certainly, to announce all the fun things that we're getting ready to do with our new programs in these areas, and to let you know more about that, and ultimately to raise money for our students through the WSU Tech Foundation.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fun evening, and I'm glad that you guys are here.
Thank you for having us.
So we know that this is a secret family recipe, or at least it was. So what can you tell us about the recipe?
Well, I think that is key right now because it's certainly
Cat's out of the bag.
yeah, it's not secret anymore, but it's a great family recipe that's originated in Calenda, Italy, which Calenda in Italy is Middle Boot Adriatic, is the best way to describe it. And my dad, Rinaldo Monteferrante, came to America and brought this recipe with him and was kind enough 20 years ago to share it with Teri, and Teri has been working, in my mind, improve this recipe over decades, and it is a family favorite.
Yeah, it is a family favorite. We cook this recipe probably, well, at least once a month, and every holiday season it's always requested by the kids. Christmas Eve.
And friends.
A lot of friends request it. Our kids we have 2 boys and a daughter, and they're all excellent chefs in the kitchen, so they have a joy of cooking and are learning family recipes. So I'm kind of hoping that this gets handed down to those generations and they continue the the heritage of the recipe. So just like Michael said, I've kind of adapted the recipe a little bit to my taste, and I've made it so many times now that I don't need a recipe and I can just gauge on what it looks like and what it tastes like and what it needs here and there. So looking forward to preparing it tonight.
Well, that's a beautiful story, and
Thanks.
I'm very grateful that you guys are willing to share the story and the recipe with us this evening. So, as I mentioned earlier, we are going to be giving this delicious meal to the highest donor this evening. So, what does that mean, and how can you donate? Well, there is a link in the description of this video that you're watching. So just click on the link, fill out the form, and submit your donation. On the homepage of that link, there is a leaderboard, so you can see who's in the lead and where you stand. So if you're really hungry, or if you want to make a big difference in the lives of WSU Tech students, you can make a donation, and then if you get outbid, you can make another donation to add to your total, and we will total that on the back end. At the end of the evening, we will have a final countdown and announce the winner. So even though one person will win this delicious meal this evening, the real winner is going to be the WSU Tech students who are going to be impacted by all of the donations that are given here tonight through scholarships. So then the meal, along with a salad, homemade bread, and homemade dessert, will be delivered straight to the winner's door. But due to how long it takes for this recipe to cook to perfection, it won't be this specific pot of sauce that we're going to assemble right now. But it will be an identical meal that is going to finish cooking right as the broadcast concludes. So it'll be delivered hot and fresh to your door so you can enjoy it this evening. So, since the meal is being delivered to your home, I want to take a couple minutes and tell you about the COVID precautions that we've taken tonight. Now, I'm sure you've noticed these very stylish face shields that we are all donning this evening. So that's step one. Also, we have all received negative COVID test results. Our crew is masked and socially distanced, and the food will be properly packaged, and we'll be sure to ensure a contactless delivery. Contactless delivery, sorry, I guess I've had too much red wine. But if you have any questions about these precautions, about WSU Tech, about our new programs, about the recipe, or anything else, please go ahead and put those in the comments of the video, and we'll be able to get to those throughout the show. So it looks like donations are already coming in, and I want to thank everyone who has already donated. We received many donations leading up to the event already. People like Mark Eaton and Janetta Everett, Thomas Kirk, so many people to say thank you to. But it looks like right now, Mr. Roger Lowe is in the lead. So be sure to go check that leaderboard and submit your donation to get in the running. And like I said, all donations this evening will go to benefit student scholarships. So now that all that's out of the way, let's get cooking. So Teri, what's the first step?
So Sheree, you're gonna dice some onion in a small to medium dice.
Thank you.
And Michael, you're going to chop garlic while
Chef Michael.
Yeah, Chef Michael is going to chop some garlic, and I'm going to go ahead and start browning the meat. I've got some bone-in pork ribs and some mild Italian and hot Italian sausage that I'm going to brown while they're doing this task. So I'm going to head over to the oven.
Yes, Chef,
good.
yes.
Yes.
Yes, Chef, yes. Perfect. So like I said, the WSU Tech Foundation is excited to host this very first Technically Gourmet event to benefit student scholarships for the Culinary and Hospitality Management program at WSU Tech. So Sheree, I'm going to test your multitasking skills a little bit because I know I and everyone watching would really love to hear from you about the program and what need you think that these programs are going to fill in our community.
So we are extremely excited. I don't know how well I'll multitask, but I'll sure try. We're just extremely excited to be here tonight to talk about this new culinary and hospitality management program that we're launching. And this will be a multidisciplinary program. There's a lot of different tracks on it. There'll be culinary arts, there'll be food and beverage management, hospitality management, events management. So a lot of different ways to connect into the world of culinary and hospitality through what we're doing. We have some great new chefs that we're going to introduce to you tonight that are going to be running this program, and just very excited about where we're headed and all the things we're going to talk to you about tonight. Absolutely. And I probably should get shopping.
Well, I have one more question for you.
Okay.
Well, two more. Can you tell me when the programs are going to be available?
I sure can. We actually started the first cohort for hospitality in January, and our next cohort for that will start in August. And our first cohort for Culinary will begin in August.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, it looks like you're doing a great job over there, Michael. Looks like you've been doing this for a long time.
Look
So
at
I know,
you know, we're making we're chopping these to make a batata, and then that's going to make a sofrito. What do you think?
Si, senora.
you too. Well, so I know that there is one very exciting thing that you have been wanting to announce. So I'm not going to make you wait very much longer. So I'm going to let you announce that now at the beginning of the program.
Yeah.
So I am so excited to share with you that we are going to be building a new state-of-the-art culinary and hospitality center in downtown Wichita. It will be named the National Institute for Culinary and Hospitality Education. You heard it here first. And this is going to become a regional draw. We hope to recruit students from the I-35 corridor from Omaha down to San Antonio and Denver to St. Louis to come to Wichita and to be educated in Wichita on these subjects and to stay in Wichita. So we hope that this will be an economic driver for this city. I'm done, I think. I think I'm done.
I'm going to let her be done now. So appreciate you sharing all of that, and very exciting news for WSU Tech and for Wichita. So we'll talk more about the program shortly, but as you heard at the top of the program, Fidelity Bank is our presenting sponsor this evening, and we are very grateful for their support. So we want to take a minute to say thank you to Fidelity Bank. And while we finish slicing and dicing, here's a quick word from Fidelity Bank.
Our next move matters. It will set the tone for what tomorrow, next month, next year looks like. Let's step with purpose into this undeniably different world. Let's lean into the challenges and find out what's possible on the other side. We'll cheer each other on and thank those who during the shutdown never slowed down. We'll listen, learn, and believe in the promise that progress holds. There will be small wins, mistakes, hard decisions, and moments of real hope. No matter what lies ahead, we'll face it with courage, because there's only one direction worth moving.
Welcome back. It looks like the onions are almost ready to go. Have any tears been shed so far?
We're sharing our tears.
Very nice, very nice. So,
Help my sister out here.
Teri, what's next?
Well, as soon as I get done browning this, we're gonna take the meat out of the pot and add the onions and garlic. And after that softens, we'll add the tomatoes, all the appropriate herbs and spices, and let that simmer for a few hours. So
Okay.
we got a little
Those
bit to
ribs
go.
getting browned.
Yeah, the ribs are getting browned.
Yeah.
Getting the meat browned. We're rocking and rolling
Yeah.
over here.
Oh yeah, sure. You might want to look at that.
All right, well, you can
Beautiful.
call off the EMT students. 5 fingers on each hand.
Yeah, we can
Pick up those
cancel their
ribs and
standby.
sausages in that.
It's already smelling
See it's getting
very
browned.
delicious in here. So while they're doing that, I'd like to make 2 quick reminders. First, we will be answering your questions throughout the show and at the end of the show. So please go ahead and post those comments in the comment section of the video. And secondly, just a reminder that this famous family dish will be delivered to someone this evening. But you don't have to wait to donate. You don't have to wait till the end of the broadcast. You can just go ahead and use the link in the description of the video, fill out the form, and submit your donation. And like I said, if you are the one who submits the largest collective financial donation this evening for student scholarships, we will deliver the meal right to your door. And it looks like we've had several very generous donations come in. Keisha Kessler submitted a donation of $1,000. Meredith Olson gave us a donation of $500. Greg and Nancy were very generous as well with $100. But it looks like Roger Lowe is still holding on to the lead. So I think if he If he wins, I think we know where we can find him. So now we are going to switch to Zoom. And joining us on Zoom, we have two people who really know their way around the kitchen. This culinary power couple has more than 50 years of hospitality experience between them, and now they're bringing their talents to WSU Tech as part of our new National Institute for Culinary and Hospitality Education. Joining us now, we have John and Lexi Michael. Hi, John and Lexi. How are you this evening?
Very happy to be here.
Yes, we're doing great. Thank you for having us.
Well, perfect. We're excited to have you on board. And you heard my introduction, but I'd love to have you guys introduce yourself and share with us the roles that you are going to play at our new culinary school.
Yeah, I'm Lexi Michael. I am a born and bred Wichitan, and I am going to be the executive chef and chair of the Culinary and Hospitality Department.
And I am John Michael, and I am not from Wichita. I met this lovely lady at the Culinary Institute of America 17, 18 years ago. And
A while ago.
she drugged me back to Wichita, Kansas, and I couldn't be happier for it. And I will be the director for Culinary and Hospitality.
Well, we're also glad that she convinced you to come back. So. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're most excited about the program? I know there's a long list of things to choose from, but yeah, share with us a little bit about your thoughts.
Right now, I'm going to say the thing I'm most excited about is the building, the Henry building. I was just down there today with some members of our board, our industry advocate team, and yeah, I mean, just everyone you take over there and you show them the plans, and there's just so much excitement, and it's just wonderful to be a part of, you know, this rejuvenation of downtown and this building that there's people in Wichita who have generations of memories of that building, of when it's a children's museum, when it was a department store. So
Yeah, and the fact that we're using that building for something that's going to be for the greater good for our community. I mean, as a Wichitan, you know, to be able to make that difference in my own town and to be able to preserve that building and hopefully contribute to that revitalization is going to be really special. So.
And also just the difference that it's going to make in people's lives, the difference it's going to make in this community. I personally witnessed what happens when a real top-notch culinary institute opens in a metropolitan area, and what that can really do to just, you know, increase, you know, it goes beyond restaurants, it increases, you know, culture, it increases business. I mean, just, it does so much for a community, and I'm just so excited to see, you know, what it can do for Wichita.
Absolutely. It's like you said, to be part of the revitalization of downtown Wichita that's been going on for so many years now, and to have the nostalgia associated with that building, that so many people have fond memories there, is certainly exciting.
Yeah, my parents shopped there. I think it was, somebody told me the other day that it was the Children's Museum back in the 80s where I went and loved and adored. So it's just, you know, it's a really cool thing.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we're excited to have you on board and excited to support you and see where this is going to take us. But I have a little bit unrelated question. But a lot of spouses have spent a lot more time, you know, working from home together that they're not used to. But you guys have been working together for many years. So do you have any tips that you could share?
I think balance and compartmentalization. I mean, I think that's a really important thing. Like, you know, being able to make sure that we have that that family time, that personal together time, having safety words so that, you know, when we find ourselves, you know, getting too much into work stuff
No
when
shop
we're,
talk.
when
No
we're
shop
at
talk.
home, you know, and it's hard because you know, anytime we see anyone or, you know, talk to anyone, they always want to know all the news. So we find us a bit,
yeah, goes with the territory. But yeah, just, I mean, I think, you know, also realizing that we're in each other's camps, right? And we both are working towards a common goal and, you know, want each other to succeed. You know, I think that's, you know, just remembering that is an important part of it.
And flexibility too. I mean, just like being constantly flexible to each other's needs and I mean, even beyond I would say you almost need to care more about the other person's success than you do your own.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like the recipe for success, no pun intended. So thank you guys very much for joining us this evening. And like I said, we're thrilled to have you on board and looking forward to working with you. So
Happy to be here.
thanks for being here.
Bye.
Braising
Bye.
is almost done, Courtney, on
Okay.
on the sausage and the ribs.
Okay.
So that's step one
Okay.
in terms of prepping that sauce, right? The key is braising both the sausage and the pork meat at the same time.
Yeah, really get those juices.
It is smelling wonderful.
That's about done. I'm not sure if the camera can see that stacked up on the back there. So that's done, and now she's adding the onions, and she'll
definitely
be
hear it
adding
sizzle.
the garlic soon, along with some little bit of a touch of salt, Terry, and
Not yet.
and those are
Not yet. Almost.
So right
Hold
now
up.
she just got a pot full of onions. Is that
Got to do
camera's
the
got
onions
that?
by themselves.
Yes. Yeah. So it's definitely sizzling and
Smells so good.
Yep. So Sheree, you got that?
I got
so
it.
at the end of the day, also one of our goals tonight is at the end, Sheree will be able to replicate this
That's
herself for her family and
And I
her
will
friends.
always thank your father and
Yeah,
you.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Every
and at the end of the day, Terry.
And, well, and
Yeah.
both of you. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And your
At
father.
the end of the day, yeah.
It smells wonderful.
I can't
really
make this
does.
from
So when
scratch.
you're cooking that, you want to cook the onions before you put the garlic in.
Yep. Yeah. She reminded me of that.
Right?
Oh,
She
yeah.
knows.
that's
Terry
the
knows.
secret. That's the
Terry's
secret.
got it.
The onions before the garlic, so it doesn't burn.
So they're to the
Onions
till
take
they're-
a little bit
They take
longer.
longer,
Okay.
You don't
and you
want your
lose the
garlic to burn.
flavor of the garlic
Okay.
if you put it in too fast.
Okay. Well, that's a good tip. I don't cook that often, but next time I'll remember that. I'll remember that. So,
Translucent onions.
very nice. Very nice. With lots of butter. Yeah. Yeah.
Making a bouton.
In goes the garlic.
So, Sheree,
Yes.
John and Lexi mentioned how excited they are about the new facility that's going to be downtown. So, can you give us a little bit more detail? It seems like it's not going to be housed at a current WSU Tech location.
No, it's not. I'm super excited to share tonight that the old Henry's building at Broadway and Williams will become the new National Institute for Culinary and Hospitality Education. If you have been in Wichita for years, you know that old building, and you know that when you used to walk into there, the grandeur and just the elegance and the beauty of that building. And that building has been unoccupied since the early 80s. And 2 years ago, the first time I walked through it, I walked in the blocked off doors and walked in, and there was pigeons flying everywhere. But it still had just a magnificence to it. So we're very excited that that's the renovation that we're doing. We're working with a developer downtown. And as you come in the front doors, the outside of the building will be preserved historically. And then you walk in the building, and there'll be a food hall on the first floor that will be open to the public with 3 or 4 food vendors and a couple of spots for incubator space for students so that they can have a coffee shop, a sandwich shop, a gelato shop, whatever the case may be. But we will be open to the public with some food vendors in the food hall. And directly to the left, there'll be glass windows looking out on Broadway. And as you drive down Broadway, you will be able to see students working in the kitchen on a daily basis. Then if you go to the mezzanine, which is the next level, there'll be a nice auditorium with a demonstration kitchen, and that will be able to be sectioned off into smaller classrooms. On the second floor, there'll be 2 culinary kitchens, along with lots of classrooms for hospitality and for culinary. And this will all open August of 2022. That's when we're set to open this new facility. And then ultimately on the roof of this building will be a rooftop event center that will be available for the community and organizations across our fine city to rent for events. It will have about an inside area for about 150 people, an outside area for about 150, or you can open it all up for 300 people. It has a beautiful view on the rooftop of Intrust Bank, entire city of Wichita. Certainly the new Fidelity Rise Park garage that they have built, the Rise Car Park, And also, our students will be the ones that will be serving and catering and cooking for those events. So super excited about all the things that this is going to do. But it will bring a lot of students into downtown Wichita, and we're very excited about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's incredibly exciting, not only as a WSU Tech employee, but as a Wichitan. I'm thrilled to be a part of it.
It will be a place that we will educate, we will eat, we will drink.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
So the sauce is starting to come together now, so Teri, give us a little bit of an update on where we're at.
Just now got the tomatoes and the tomato puree in there.
And how key is these tomatoes?
It's got to be San Marzano.
Gotta be, folks.
San Marzano,
tomato.
that's the key.
And then I've got some fresh basil I just chopped up here. Throw that bad boy in there. Be putting in some red pepper flake.
It is smelling exquisite.
It really
Awesome. And some oregano, just some jarred oregano. I don't know that I've ever done fresh, but I don't measure, so I've done it so many times, I just kind of,
That's what's going to keep it a secret.
Throw it all in
there's
there,
no
yeah.
measurements.
and cooktop is different from at home, so it's kind of splattering all over, but we're getting there.
Okay.
We're getting there.
Well, we appreciate the update. So, as we heard, there's a lot of exciting things going on in Wichita and at WSU Tech, and the foundation is excited to be an integral part of that by providing scholarships and emergency loans for students. So here's a quick look at what that means.
Everyone deserves a chance to make the most out of their life. That's what WSU Tech students strive for every day. But it's easier said than done. Self-doubt, unexpected hurdles, financial struggles, families to raise. These barriers to success can make goals seem like unrealistic dreams. That's where we come in. The WSU Tech Foundation provides scholarships and emergency loans to students, helping them get the training they need to succeed. The same training they take and put right back into the community. We aren't dream catchers. We're reality makers. Opening doors, turning self-doubt into self-reliance, and removing barriers so our students can reach new heights. WSU Tech. Help us transform lives.
Welcome back. As you heard, the mission of the WSU Tech Foundation is to empower students and remove financial barriers for the improvement of their lives in our region. And that's why we're here tonight, is to raise funds for scholarships for students in our new program. And I must say that it is smelling delicious, and I need to give an update because it looks like we might have a little bit of a bidding war going on currently for this recipe. It looks like 𝐏𝐸𝐲 𝐏𝐸𝐿 has upped her game and is in the lead with a donation of $1,500. So thank you, 𝐏𝐸𝐲, very much. We also
Look at
have
the
some.
sauce. The meats are being added to the sauce.
Okay.
What's happening now? So you've added the braised sausage and pork.
Everything is in the pot.
Everybody's nestled down.
All the parties are in the pot, so
Everybody's nestled down.
so it's going to cook now.
Now we just simmer away.
It'll simmer away.
Okay.
Smells
Make the house
fabulous.
smell amazing.
Smelling
Absolutely
pretty
fabulous.
perfect. We do have a couple comments and questions. So Michael specifically, they want to know, do you speak Italian? And if so, they would like a little bit more of it.
Oui, bonjour, comment ça va? Oh, that's French.
Is that French or Italian?
No.
Okay.
No, when my parents immigrated to North America, they arrived in Montreal, and my mom spoke only German. My father spoke only Italian, and so, I guess they got together, and then, but when the kids started being raised, it was all English.
Okay.
All English in the home. So, unfortunately, I didn't learn German and I didn't learn Italian.
But they passed down the recipes.
But we've got a host of recipes, both Italian and German, which are delicious.
Okay.
Yep.
Are there any dietary restrictions with this meal? If someone is there gluten or
Well, probably the pasta, but you can get gluten-free pasta,
Okay.
so that always is an option as
Okay.
well. But typically, I just use like Barilla or TECHnically pasta if I don't make it myself, which sometimes is a little bit labor-intensive, but for a special occasion, that's what we'll do, is we'll make our own pasta. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Sounds good. So we have several other questions, but I'm going to save those for the Q&A portion a little bit later. Is it time to cook the pasta yet or not?
I'm gonna start it right now. I got the water boiling, and we're gonna go in. I don't wanna do it too far in advance because it's gotta be, you can't overcook pasta. It's not something that anybody enjoys, is overcooked pasta. So I wanna be very mindful of our timing.
Okay.
So I might do that closer to the end of our segment here and
Okay.
make sure that that is perfectly cooked pasta.
Sounds good. So speaking of the pasta and wrapping things up, we're not quite done yet, but there is still time to submit your donation. So if you haven't done so already, just go ahead and click the link in the description of the video, fill out the form and submit your donation. If you've already donated and you're no longer in the lead and would like to give 𝐏𝐤𝐤 a run for her money, you can reclaim the lead by adding another contribution that will be added to your total. So while you're donating, and before we get to your questions, we have a very special guest joining us via Zoom from Fidelity Bank. And while I get her pulled up, here's another word from Fidelity Bank.
All of us are handling this season the best we know how. To honor that, we're here, ready to safely serve you.
Hear you.
See friendly Fidelity employees at our interactive banking machines. Or call us. We'll gladly serve you over the phone. If you'd rather connect online, our full services are there too. Contactless banking for all comfort levels. It's how we're moving bravely onward together.
So with us on Zoom is Katie Grover, Vice President of Marketing at Fidelity Bank. Welcome, Katie.
Thanks, Courtney. I'm so glad to be here tonight.
So how hungry does all of this make you?
Oh my goodness. I'm in my kitchen because, COVID, how we're doing things right now. And my husband and children will tell you, not a room I'm super familiar with. So knowing what's going on there at the Mark Arts kitchen is making me super hungry and a little bit jealous. So I'm hoping whoever that highest bidder is, they will think about me in my ineptitude in the kitchen and maybe save me a bite. That'd be great.
There's always a chance. So, we are super grateful for Fidelity's support this evening. And so could you tell us just a little bit about why Fidelity wanted to be involved with this initiative?
Absolutely. So as everyone watching the broadcast hopefully knows, Fidelity Bank is, of course, entirely committed to moving this community bravely onward. This is our hometown. This is where we live. This is where we want our children to be raised and grow up and work and play as well. And so understanding the importance of programs like this and what WSU Tech is doing just makes all the sense in the world to support. And let's be honest, in these pandemic times, we have to pivot. You saw that in that commercial that just aired. We've really had to up our game in our digital banking strategy. We've been able to transition how we work with our customers and making sure that we put their safety first. And so all around, this is just a time of support and being committed to this community.
Well, we are certainly grateful. And I know that you guys are especially interested and excited about the culinary and hospitality programs. So can you tell us why that you feel that that's important for Wichita?
This is amazing and an amazing opportunity for Wichita. This is a place where food is king, right? My friend Dining with Denise will tell you that this is a diverse food culture. It enhances the vibrancy of our community. And when you have things like this Culinary Institute come to our hometown, this makes people want to come here. This puts us again on the map and really enhances that entrepreneurial spirit that Wichita is so well known for.
Absolutely, we agree. We're really hoping that it's one of those all boats rise situations, and
Absolutely.
just thrilled to have your support. So, Katie, you aren't just the director of marketing at Fidelity Bank, but you're also someone that I get to work with as a member of the WSU Tech Foundation Board of Directors. So, can you tell me why you decided to join the board, and what you would say to anyone who's considering contributing to the scholarships this evening?
You bet. I have been on the Wichita State University Tech Board, Foundation Board, for several years now. And it really started when my friend Tim Norton called and asked if I'd get involved. And for those of you who know Tim Norton, you know that he's a man that it's impossible to say no to. So I was glad and humbled that he would think of me. And additionally, Sheree Utash, Dr. Sheree Utash is just an incredible woman. Anybody who says Sheree Utash can't do something, but step aside and watch Sheree Utash get something done. She brings so much energy and so much opportunity to our community. And when you think about it, a four-year college isn't for everyone. Higher ed is so different nowadays. And so when you think about the opportunities for our high schoolers, for people wanting to have that skill, to gain a trade skill, and be able to have a second career and have that be a really great financial support for their families. This is what WSU Tech does. And when we do things like this event tonight and we raise funds for this scholarship opportunities for these students, it is just bringing a wealth of opportunity to our community. And it's so important. And I'm so excited to be a part of it. And yay, thank you for having me. This is, if you haven't donated, please do. Please understand the importance of this to Wichita. It is an incredible thing that builds our city. And like you said, Courtney, a raising tide raises all boats.
Absolutely. Well, your enthusiasm is certainly contagious, and I'm even more excited now after talking to you. So I appreciate your time and your passion and Fidelity's involvement here tonight. So thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you, guys. Keep it up. I can't wait. Again, if you win, just call me. I'll come over. We'll have just a little bite, social distance on the porch. It'll be great.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Katie. So, in addition to Fidelity's role tonight as our presenting sponsor, we're very excited to announce that Fidelity Bank has contributed $100,000 over the next 2 years to support our culinary and hospitality program.
Wow,
so,
congratulations.
thank you so very much. Fidelity has been a longtime supporter and partner of not only the college but the foundation, and we could not be more grateful for their most recent gift. So, thank you very much.
Update on the sauce.
So, is there any update on the recipe?
Why don't you take a
Sauce
look
is
and see
bubbling.
what you think?
It's bubbling.
It's
Okay,
bubbling.
Sauce
is bubbling.
let me come check it out.
It's
I
bubbling.
think we got a
Oh my goodness.
we got a camera showing the
Turn
bubbling.
going there.
You want me to stir it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I feel like a real chef.
Yeah.
Get me one of those hats.
Come over here, babe. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get down in there.
Get really
Yeah,
down
get
in there.
down in
Stir it
there.
up.
You got to get all the guys in the
Oh
pool.
my gosh.
Get them all in the pool.
Oh my gosh.
Look
boy.
at that.
Just like, probably just eat this with a spoon.
Yeah,
Well,
Michael
Or
does.
take a bath in it.
or something, yeah. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Not only does it smell good, but it's beautiful.
Oh, it's just beautiful.
So,
Work of art.
okay.
We're almost there.
Well, it looks like that's well on its way to being finished. So it's time now for our audience Q&A, and I know we have several questions. So looks like most of these are going to be for you, Sheree.
Okay,
So the
I'm
first
up.
one is, can high school students participate in these programs?
We will be working with, we work with 47 high schools across the region right now, and we will be working with our high school partners to offer dual credit to our high school partners over the next 12 to 18, 24 months. So we will be doing that. That will be an option for both hospitality and for culinary.
Very nice, yeah.
And culinary is really a very, very popular program within our Wichita public schools, and they are a huge partner with us at the college. So we look forward to working with them and all of our other partners at Mays and Valley Center and Derby and many, many others.
Yes, we love our high school
Yep.
partners.
Our high
so,
school partners are great.
Yes.
Our high school students are great.
Absolutely. So before we get to the next question, I want to give a little bit of an update. We have several new donors. It looks like Larissa Jenin, Larissa Jenin. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Larissa.
Gary Oborny contributed $1,105.
Thanks,
So
Gary.
it looks like he's in the running. And Barbara Kyle, do we know Barbara?
Barbara, we
Well,
thank you.
We thank you so much, Barbara, for your donation as well. But
Oh, that's Barb
Kesha-
Kelly.
Oh.
I know. Barbara
Kelly.
Yeah.
I had to
Okay.
look twice.
Okay.
Barb, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
She's an old, she's my K-State sorority sister.
Oh, well, there you go.
Many years ago.
There we go. Go Cats.
No, not that long ago.
5 or 10.
But it looks like Keisha is still in the lead. So thank you very much, Keisha. So thank you to everyone. There is still time to donate as we are answering questions. So next question is, will there be an option for people to take individual courses if they're non-degree seeking and I just want to learn how to make donuts?
You bet. As we build this program, not only will we have our technical certificates and our applied science degrees, but we will also be doing a lot of opportunities for the community to come in and do a course on, the basic skills of knives or some kind of a culinary. So we'll be doing a lot of continuing ed classes once we get in the facility. So I would say probably starting January of 23. We will have those available, if not before, at a different location. But we do understand that everybody loves food and everybody loves wine and the art of eating and drinking good food. So we want to contribute to that, and we'll do everything we can. With the Michaels at the helm, we will do everything we can to make sure that we're serving the community in every way we possibly can for food and for great food experiences.
And we'll have all sorts of things like pastries, baking.
All the things.
All the things.
The sky's the limit.
Yeah.
The sky's
It's
the
gonna be
limit.
very
We are
exciting.
so excited about this because we do know, and we know we can partner with a lot of different people across the city that are doing work like this, and we hope to, be able to bring in chefs from all over the world coming in and doing wine pairing and really special dinners and things like that ultimately. So just a great dream that's coming to life.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Teri, we have a question for you. Danielle Hudson wants to know, do you have a particular brand of sausage that you like to use?
Yeah, I do, Danielle. The sausage that we use is usually Johnsonville,
Okay.
if we can get it. Right now, Dillon's doesn't carry the hot Italian. They only carry their own brand, their Kroger brand. But the Johnsonville mild or sweet Italian sausage is a great brand, and that's typically what I go with. And if I have to find a hot Italian, the only place in town that carries it is Walmart. So Walmart does carry Johnsonville hot. Otherwise, I just get the Kroger brand hot, and it's a little bit hotter than the Johnsonville, so you got to be careful with the amount of heat that you're putting in. Some people can't handle the heat, so.
And you do blend the two
I do
together.
use the two, yeah.
But a great question, Danielle.
Yeah. So it sounds to me like we're not going to be sharing the specific recipe, but if you're taking notes, it sounds like brands are very
I
important
think
in this
the
recipe.
winner gets a specific recipe, for
The
sure.
quality
Oh,
of
they're gonna read a
ingredients,
copy
I
of
think
it?
we're looking for.
Okay.
Then I do have one thing to add here, which
Okay.
I wasn't sure if was part of it, but this wonderful homemade bread. Can we talk a little bit about bread is key when it comes to pasta? Everybody loves great bread. Can we talk a little bit about the bread?
Yeah, so the bread, I made that this morning, so it's a homemade ciabatta bread. And so you got to have the bread to sop up the sauce. And so
We
this
got
is
3 loaves there.
We got 3. Got 3 loaves. And then I'm doing an arugula salad with some toasted pine nuts, some craisins, shaved Parmesan, and just a light olive oil and lemon dressing on that. So
Looks fabulous.
it'll travel well. So
Yeah.
by the time we get it to the lucky winner, it should still be in good shape.
And let's don't forget the homemade pecan
And the
pie.
pecan pie, Courtney.
Courtney, tell
I-
us,
I-
tell us
a little bit
tell
about
us the
this.
story about
So
this.
I contributed the pecan pie this evening. I don't cook very many things well, but one of the things that I do is pecan pie, and this was a recipe that was my grandma's, and then she taught my grandfather, and then he recently taught me. So It's also a family tradition and recipe, so I'm excited to be able to contribute that this evening, and hope it's a sweet ending to a very delicious meal. So the winner tonight is going to be getting a well-rounded meal. Definitely should not be hungry. So I want to say thank you to Maureen Hofferin, Gail Getz, and David Foster for their recent contributions. 𝐏𝐲 is still holding on though, so we are very grateful to everyone for your donations this evening. So one more question, well, maybe not just one more, but another question is, if someone has worked in industry already, will they be able to get credit for that in these programs? Okay.
So we will look at a credit for prior learning on these programs, and certainly part of this is to create new people to this industry and to continue to educate those that are in the industry. We also hope that we will be able to build educational career pathways towards a baccalaureate degree, ultimately with this program here in Wichita, with our friends and partners at Wichita State University. So more to come on that, but we hope that that will become a reality for these students. So we will just try to create a pathway for anybody that's in this field at all different levels.
Yeah, I love that. So the next question is, will there be any internship opportunities? You know, WSU Tech is very big on earn and learn, so.
So yes, there will be, and we will be really focused on including an applied learning opportunity for every student that's in this program. And that could be in an internship, that could be in an earn and learn, and it will be with area restaurants, with area hotels, and even with the new Wind Surge baseball stadium. So we have the opportunity to have students working there also. So we're looking forward to those. If anybody's out there listening and you would love to have an opportunity for applied learning with students ultimately for this program, we'd love to hear from you. We are really industry focused to make this program exactly what you need in the hospitality and the food industry here in Wichita.
Yeah, it sounds like a way for WSU Tech to really be ingrained throughout the community. And if someone is interested in partnering with us in any way, who would they contact?
If they're interested in partnering, basically I'd say contact Courtney or myself, either one, and we will get you to the right people. We would love to do that. We are a microcosm. WSU Tech is a microcosm of this city. So as business and industry in this city goes, so does this college. And our, we say all the time, we're in the hope and dream business. And we have students that come to us with a hope and a dream, and our job is to help them realize that along with our industry partners, and to create the most highly educated workforce that we can possibly do for our region in all the industry sectors that we work with. This will be no different. It's just a new one for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a couple more questions, so I just want to encourage people to go ahead and get your donation in. We're going to be wrapping up here very soon. I want to thank Steve and Tanya Witherspoon for your donation of $1,100, Jennifer Seymour and Patrick Walls for your donations as well. 𝐏𝐲 Kessler is holding on with $1,500, so she is the high bidder currently. So thank you very much, 𝐏𝐲.
Thank you, Patrick.
Yes,
that's my son-in-law.
Oh, is he? Well, thank you, Patrick.
And Tanya, thank you.
Yes, and Jennifer. Lots of familiar
and Jennifer
names,
Seymour,
lots of friends.
who's on the road tonight and watching this as she travels.
Oh, well, that's dedication.
It is
that
dedication.
That is commitment. So thank you, Jennifer. So how many students do you anticipate that this program will handle?
Well, that is, the sky's the limit on that. Let me just tell you that I'm pretty ambitious, and I know John and Lexi are listening, but I've got to tell you, I believe that ultimately between the two programs, we will have somewhere in that pipeline, somewhere around 300 students to maybe 350. And there's some additional programs. Once we develop these, there's a couple more in the back of our heads that we're going to follow with this. So I think this will become a very big industry educational sector for Wichita and for the state of Kansas.
Absolutely. That's like you said, the hope and the dream.
It is. Hope and dream business.
So we have We have just a couple more questions. So go ahead, we're going to be wrapping up very soon. Go ahead and continue to submit those donations. Kara Hunt and Pam Crane and Mallory and Brian Worth. So it looks like your family and my family
There
as
you
well
go.
are getting on board. So thank you
That's
guys
right.
for your donations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so before we wrap up and name a big winner this evening, is there anything else that anyone would like to add, or anything we haven't covered?
I'd just kind of like to thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight. It's been an interesting event. Very happy to have been participating in it, and glad that we could see how many scholarship funds we've raised. I'm sure, are we going to have a grand total at the end of this?
We are.
Good to know. And it's just been fun. I've had a good time, and somebody's going to get a great meal tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. And just listening to you talk, Sheree and Courtney, and the folks that have added great value tonight, that have zoomed in, is I started thinking about folks who are blind and visually impaired, and how much fast foods they eat just because it's on the run, it's quick, it's easy, and so forth. And in terms of what you're building, the incredible value that could bring in terms of us teaching visually impaired people, the art of cooking and the importance of nutrition, and quite frankly, sometimes how easy it is, and it doesn't take a lot of time in many cases, and how that could improve people's lives through better nutrition, through a culinary program that maybe we can put together in terms of a collaboration. It would really,
Absolutely.
I think it would impact lives and be wonderful.
That's that
Yeah.
Hope and Dreams business.
Yeah, that's right.
Love
Hope
the
and
way
dreams.
you think.
Yeah, I do
Open
too.
dreams.
Looking forward to that.
You heard it here first again. So.
That's right.
Yep.
Here you go, partner.
Partner. Yeah, partner. Like
So-
that.
So I want to take a moment and certainly have many thanks to give. I want to thank Mark Arts for allowing us to be in this beautiful culinary kitchen. I want to thank Digital Brand for all that you're doing to make this event possible and everybody to be able to see it. I want to thank the WSU Tech teams, the foundation team, the Stratcom team that's back here in a room back here working away to bring this event to you tonight. I want to thank the WSU Tech Foundation Board and the WSU Tech Board of Directors of the college, because they allow us to do these kind of things and they give us the latitude to do this, and they're supportive of these new programs, and that's tremendously exciting to us. So I want to thank them. Big thanks to Michael and Teri. My gosh, how fun has this been, and I cannot thank you both enough for opening your hearts and your home basically to us. With this incredible recipe. Somebody is going to get a wonderful dinner tonight. And to all of you that are watching, just thank you so much for all your support for WSU Tech and for everything that we do. Thank you for contributing tonight to our student scholarships, and know that exciting things are yet to come. We are going to light this city up with this new place in downtown Wichita. We're super excited about it. It's going to be great fun. And I guess what I would end with is bon appetit.
Bon appetit. So we are about to wrap up the donation process. So I'm going to give a countdown. We're about to wrap this up. So go ahead. I'm going to give just a few more seconds to go ahead and type really fast.
We're
If
gonna do a
anybody else,
countdown?
we are going to do a countdown.
All right.
You guys want to
30
count down with
30
me?
Yeah,
seconds?
let's, yeah.
30-second
Do
countdown?
a 30-second
30 second?
countdown.
30 seconds.
I don't know that we want to count
We're
from
not going
30,
to count
but
from 30, are we?
we can.
Sure, I will.
Oh my God.
Every second counts in one of these things.
Yeah. So, well, okay.
30,
Okay, lead us, Michael.
29,
28.
28.
Oh my goodness.
27, 26,
We're on the 5-yard line.
25,
We're going in.
24, 23,
Click that link.
22.
20. Wait, we're in the red zone.
15.
We're in the red zone.
15.
Sausage
14.
zone.
Go forward.
13.
What did the chief say? Pull it in. Take it in.
13.
Run it in.
9.
8,
7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I feel like we should say Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Yes, but thank you. So the window to donate to win this delicious meal is now closed. But if you still want to contribute to scholarships for our students in the future, we won't hold it against you. That link will remain active for a while. So it looks like, okay, while we tabulate the winner,
I want to take just a moment while we're tabulating.
yes, please do. Please do.
And I just want to extend an extremely special thank you to our friends at Fidelity Bank who have underwritten this event tonight and who are supporting this program in a massive way for us. We could not do it without you. You are a fabulous partner for us, and we appreciate everything you do. And we appreciate that you believe in us and that you support us and that you're with us every step of the way. So thank you, Fidelity Bank. I appreciate you so much.
Yep, thanks, friends that tuned in and supported the WSU Tech's new program. That's awesome that we had a lot of participants here tonight.
Lots of friends, family.
A lot of friends and
Came
family.
through, family
Great.
members that came through. People
Yeah,
from
thank
all
you to
across the
everybody.
country.
Thank you.
All across the country.
Yes, all across the country.
So I think we are still tabulating. I think there is a very close
That's fine.
runoff right
Keep
now.
tabulating.
There's something going on there.
Yes, something is going on.
Could
I
be a
do want to
qualifier.
share that we had a goal of raising $10,000 for scholarships this evening. And I can say that we have far surpassed that. So
Wow.
I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who has donated.
Amazing,
Okay,
that's great.
so you want to do a drum roll? We have a winner. Congratulations to Gary O'Borney. He is the big winner this evening. He donated $3,105.
Gary,
So-
thank you, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
God.
Thanks to all of our
But I think
family,
he's
our
got a
friends,
qualifier.
and the community.
Like, he's got a qualifier on the cooked sauce.
Oh, that is so fabulous.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Hold on.
Thank
Is
you
that a
so
Thank
much,
you from our
Gary.
students, and thank you from this college. We appreciate you so
Before you
much.
shut off the cameras, though,
So-
Gary had a little bit of a qualifier.
We'll do that after we.
Yeah, it was on TV.
Okay.
Just for Terry to actually try the sauce that we're going to be
What does he
delivering.
think's going to happen here?
Well, he goes
Is
with
this
some
the-
pretty good
is this
ingredients in
quality
there.
control?
Quality control.
All right, I'm going in for the sausage.
Okay.
Gary, we will have someone reach out to you for your address, and we will get this
Well,
to
we're
you.
going to be over there in 15 minutes.
Okay. Well, he knows where you live,
So,
apparently.
well, what you up to here?
Well, I'm not going to eat it whole. That's for sure.
Have some
I'm gonna
quality
get-
That's not
control
the sweet
here.
stuff.
I'm going to get a spoon.
Yep.
All right.
Spoon.
at
We have to
this.
try to get it underneath this mask. So
Sure.
here we go.
Oh, that's
Going in.
I'll give it a
I'm
shot.
sure it's
Right.
super hot.
I'm gonna reach over you.
Ready to go in?
Oh boy,
Oh my God.
that's the hot Italian sausage one.
That's the sweet one.
Oh,
Oh no, it
goodness.
is hot.
Yep. Oh yeah, hot. Yep, it's hot.
Yeah,
Okay.
got me on the back
That
end.
is
Enjoy.
the money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Is that a great sauce?
All right, guys.
So
awesome.
Gary and his
Cheers.
family are going to be able to enjoy that in about 15 minutes.
Ooh, that's hot.
Gary will come over, bring over the fresh bread, the salads, the great sauce, and how did
Pecan pie.
how did the pasta come out?
I'm cooking it.
Pasta's
gonna be
being
hot
cooked
and
right
ready.
now. Hope you got an extra table setting for us, Gary.
Okay.
We're pretty hungry, right?
we're hungry. Thank you, Gary. Thank you
So
to everybody.
I do want
everybody.
to announce that, like I said, our goal was $10,000 this evening, and we have raised a total of $15,014.
Yay.
So thank you to everyone. Thank you to Gary. Thank you to everyone who contributed. The money
thank
raised
you.
tonight will go a long way in providing scholarships for our students in our new culinary and hospitality management program. So thank you to Michael and Teri.
tried to
Thank
eat
you
it
to
through his
Dr.
mask.
Utash.
Cheers to all of you.
Thank you to John and
Cheers.
Lexi, Michael, and Katie Grover for joining us via Zoom. Thank you very much to Fidelity Bank, to Mark Arts for the use of this space, and to everyone who tuned in to Technically Gourmet and helped us spread the word about these new programs. I'm Courtney Sendall with the WSU Tech Foundation, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Good night.
Cheers.
Good night.
Good night.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Face on your mask. Do you not know how to eat?